I'm up on him, I'm under him. And he said, young fella, what did I tell you I was going to do? And he turned around, raised up, looked around, it was all draws.
With a bad back? A bad Achilles? Bron would never. KD would never. Kawhi damn sure would never. What's up, you official boy? Real game official, man. Or you can call me RG official, man. And we back in this thing, man, with another lit video. You see what I'm saying, man? We got the most humiliating Larry Bird trash talk story ever told. You see what I'm saying, man? Them best stories ever told by Bird and Magic and them and Jordan. They really be lit. They really be the best stories. So we finna get into it in a minute. Shout out to Prime, Larry Bird. Y'all go get him to 50K. He deserve it. His videos be lit. We done reacted to him for a couple times, bro. He got good lit content. Gotta give people their props. So we gonna get into this video, man. Since y'all know last video I dropped, Low wanna sit here and talk about Curry better than Bird. Come on, bro.
Gary Payton, a top 75 Hall of Fame player who won Defensive Player of the Year as a guard, was one of the greatest trash talkers of all time.
Payton with the steal and puts it down. And then apparently had something to say to Jordan.
Gary would talk to whoever, talk to refs, players, coaches on other teams, fans. Yeah. He talked nonstop and backed it up.
This one of the best defenders of all time, arguably. So this coming from the glove. Y'all don't know about the glove? Do your homework. Do your homework. We gotta start doing our homework, bro, on the older generation, and show love to the OGs and what they be saying, because what they be saying be the truth. You gotta listen to your elders, man. They been here longer than us and seen more and been through more. Let's start listening to them, and then maybe we'll stop taking L's. Stop listening to the propaganda. He was locking shit up. So for him to say what he finna say about Bird,
he was the guy that, I think was the ultimate.
But when Gary Payton first got in the league, he went up against a trash talker that was even better than him, and his name was Larry Bird.
Larry Bird was the coldest shit talker ever, man. And he bagged it up because he was so cold.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I'm saying?
And one night in the Boston Garden, Gary Payton got his welcome to the league moment because Larry Bird trash talked him so bad, it made him say this.
And I said, shit, I ain't gonna mess with you no more.
This is the story of how Larry Bird humiliated Gary Payton and the Seattle Sonics so badly that they still tell stories about it 40 years later.
Yeah, playing at the Garden, man, on his last leg. Last leg, we're playing him, and he told me, young fella, let me tell you something. I can shoot a jumper anywhere I want to. And he said, you supposed to be a great defender, right? He said, I'm going to make sure I tell you where I'm going to shoot the ball at. And I was like, man, come on now. You're not going to shoot the ball. And so he said, I'm going to take you over in that corner right there. You see it over there by my bench, right? And I'm going to give you something, and it's going to be this jumper.
Right.
And I said, shit, watch this. So all of a sudden, we playing, and I'm D'ing him up, and he slow ball me. That's where I got the slow ball. Put your back to your back like this, and his back was bad during this time. So he went right to that corner, and I'm up on him, I'm under him. And he said, young fella, what did I tell you I was going to do? And he turned around, raised up, looked around, it was all draws.
with a bad back? A bad Achilles? Bron would never. KD would never. Kawhi damn sure would never. What are we talking about, bro?
I said, shit, I ain't gonna mess with you no more. And that's just a veteran knowing how he can play.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying, and what he can do. He knew that I was smaller than him. He can shoot over me, and he can create
Cash.
space. When I'm trying to D people up, he learned how to neutralize me by turning his back and make me have to go through him. And if I reach on him, he'll turn and spin and get away from me, and he gone. And you couldn't
bag
do
was
that.
crazy.
So that's just being
Y'all watch the
smart about
highlight.
the game.
Gary Payton getting his welcome to the league story from Larry Bird is so impressive because Gary Payton was the type of person who never backed down from anyone. But for
Nobody.
some reason, Larry Bird was
He
just
stepped to Jordan in them. Even though Jordan and them beat him, he still stepped to Jordan in them. We talking about a dog, bro. We gotta give Gary Payton his flowers more, bro. I hope he on that list. On the Bleacher Report Top 100. I hope he on that list. He a dog. Once we start doing the little debates and the little podcast shows on here, bro, we gotta get Gary Payton on here, bro. That's one of the goals. We gotta get Gary Payton on here, bro. I want to hear what he got to say about the new generation disrespecting the day era, the 80s and the 90s.
different.
See, you know, growing up, my daddy always told me, whatever you step on anything and try to do it, I don't care if it's your mama or it's me, tear their head off because they trying to take it from you because he knew I'd never back down to nothing.
You can't do it for respect.
I ain't back down to nobody.
It's
You know what I'm saying? Because I like to walk out with my chest big as hell. And I want everybody to understand that I'm competitive in everything I do. I don't care what it is. If a girl comes to me and talking about she want to braid hair, give me 2 weeks and let me learn how to braid hair. I'll braid yours. I'll do yours, bro. I'll braid your hair better than you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way I am. I've just been that way all my life.
But when two trash-talking alpha dogs
Meanwhile, nobody in our era really got that mentality. Besides Kobe, you could say Shaq and Giannis and them. Who else? Who else really got that mentality? The killer mindset, the killer mentality. Shea got it right now. But you can name them on your hands who really gonna want to go through that grind. Dame do too. Shout out to Dame. He just went back to Portland. Got his bag. He don't need no ring. He ain't joined no super teams in his prime. But it's you only can name like that amount of people out of all of the superstars we got in our era. All of them soft, bro. I'm telling y'all.
lied, he who can back his trash talk up wins. So when Gary Payton met Larry Bird, Gary had to learn the hard way that he was going up against the greatest of all time.
On that note right there, I want to know who talked the most. Who talked the most? What, was Jordan a big talker?
He would when he get it going and you go at him.
Oh,
to me, he wasn't like that. He'll say stuff and get down at you, but he wasn't a shit talker. I think Larry Bird and Reggie Miller was the best shit talker.
Who?
Larry Bird was a cold.
And who?
Reggie Miller.
Reggie?
They was the coldest shit talkers
Oh
ever.
my God, Lee Wally.
They be on
IG.
Larry Bird would tell you. Larry Bird would tell you, I'm gonna take you over to this corner. I'm gonna dribble 2 times. I'm gonna hit your ass in the face, and it bet not touch the rim.
Wow.
And then he said, if it do, I'm gonna come right back and do it again until
You think KD and Bron and them talking like that? Get the fuck out of here. And Kawhi quiet. Kawhi's a quiet assassin. He ain't saying that either. Come on, bro. That makes it more. Y'all just making it look more sweet, bro. When y'all say dumbass shit like Lo just said in the other video, y'all making Bird look even more better. A lot of y'all, bro, though, like what Bron and KD just said about Jordan, they make him look better. Cause they did more than y'all. They did more, bro. Overall, they did everything. They did everything. They had everything in their game. The trash talk, the better bags. Like, come on, bro. We talking about an all-around small forward who could do everything. Cook you. Get the ball to his teammates. We seen the most craziest passes he had, the most fanciest passes. Make you fall with the hezzies. Let's not act like these niggas ain't in this era ain't get they game from him. The small forwards, at least. Come on, bro. Let's start showing our elders them they flowers. Give them their flowers for real, bro.
That's how Larry Bird used to get at.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, Larry Bird was the coldest shit talker ever, man. And he bagged it up because he was so cold.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I'm saying? So people ask people about him.
Killing
used to
folks.
Tell you, boy, you
And
can't
GTA.
with me. I'm too good for this.
Wow.
I'm gonna give you a Christmas present. this jumper in your face. He used to always say this, man.
He just seems so mild-mannered, huh?
Gary Payton was the victim to some of Larry Bird's best trash talk, but it wasn't only aimed at him. Sometimes, Larry's trash talk was aimed at some of Gary Payton's best teammates, and he just happened to get a front row seat.
One time we was playing in the Boston Garden, and Xavier McDaniel was guarding, and him and Xavier got into it, and because how Xavier was, and Xavier kept getting on him, and he said, you know what? I'm gonna hit 3-4 jumpers in a row all net. If I don't do it, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a problem, and I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna do it. And next thing you know, they were blowing us out, and he went out. And next thing you know, I look up at the shot clock, and Larry Bird coming back in. Like, what? And then all of a sudden, he walked over to our bench. He said, I told Xavier that what I was gonna do to him, and I didn't do it, so I had to come back in and do it.
Oh
As
my
soon as he
God.
got the ball, they gave him the ball 3 times. He hit 3 jump shots all net.
Larry again. Bird isolated this time on McDaniel. No one comes in the double. Now Johnson, but he was late.
Crazy work.
Then
Crazy
he walked
work.
by our bench. He said, I told you what I'm going to do, and I'm always going to do it. And he looked at Xavier, and he said, didn't I tell you what I was going to do? And then he walked out, man.
And X-Man wasn't no soft dude either.
No, he was not.
Xavier wasn't soft, man. And Larry wasn't either, man. Larry said, man, I'm going to give it to you any way I want to. 1 dribble, 2 dribbles, step back, and then I'm going to hit it. And I was like,
we remember that.
real cold, man. And y'all got to understand, he wasn't even at full tilt. He was having back issues and everything because I only played with for 2 years.
Oh my God.
So I was like, I seen him
You
at
didn't even
the
get
tail
Prime
end.
Bird. You didn't even get Prime Bird.
I didn't even get Prime Bird, and I seen him at the tail end, and I was like, man, this dude is cold.
And this was in Larry Bird's final 2 years in the league, when he had serious back issues. So just imagine how cold Larry Bird was in his prime. Well, his teammate Xavier McDaniel does have a little bit of experience of Larry Bird in his prime, because one night in Seattle, with 13 seconds left in the game and the score tied at 102, one of Larry Bird's greatest moments just so happens to be against Xavier McDaniel. And even though the X-Man was one of the toughest players in the league, Larry Bird still talked his trash and gave Xavier McDaniel one of the greatest shots of Larry Bird's career.
As the Celtics call timeout.
During the timeout, I'm going through a play, and about that time, Larry steps in and says, Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way? It's Larry. And when he wants the ball, he wants the ball. After the timeout, we walked back on the court, and then Xavier was guarding him. So he tells Xavier, he says, I'm getting the ball.
Was under 10 seconds. And we came back out of
Oh
the
my God.
timeout,
He
and I
nasty.
said, I'm going to get it right here, X, and I'm going to shoot it in your blinking face. And I was like, well, I'll be right here waiting on you, too.
10 seconds. 5, and Bird has the basketball.
Over 2 niggas. Don't ever say shit about Bird, bro. It's the debate over with. Wherever he at, he deserved to be at. And arguably he could be number 5, top 5 on that list, on the top 100. I'm not saying nothing about it though. Number 8 is good because I said he at least top 10 at minimum.
Seconds on the clock. And
Come on, bro.
Used by the Suns.
He hit it and looked at me, and he was like, damn, I didn't mean to leave nothing on the clock. And I just looked at him and said, oh, conceited bastard.
I get a charge when I tell someone on the opposing team that I'm going to hit the last second shot and then do it. That's what it's all about.
This step-back jump shot, a move that Larry Bird invented, coming from a 6'10" sharpshooter, was damn near unstoppable. And to pull it out with the game on the line while telling his opponent exactly what he's going to do and where he's going to do it has to be one of the most savage moments in Larry Bird's career.
And it'll never be a player like Larry Bird ever again. In my opinion. Like, come on, bro. This man did. As a small forward, bro. Wembley got his little flashes. He's showing he could do everything, but we need to see Wembley really go win it. Wembley probably the closest. Luka too, but Luka got to show me more because you got Brown with you and shit. Y'all got beat and swept by the Timberwolves, but it ain't gonna never be no Bird. I don't think. Hell no. just overall, bro, game and him talking shit to the toughest people, the toughest folks in the game.
Game over, and the Boston Celtics have defeated a very disappointed Sonics club. Final score, Celtics 104, Sonics 102.
We sit back out and have a beer out in the locker room, and we was maybe talking. It's like, white boy just lit you up. And I used to always say that, like to my friends, it's like, yo, is Larry really that good? I used to say like, yeah, that's the baddest white boy I ever played against.
But one of the greatest stories was on Gary Payton's best teammate ever on the Seattle Sonics, Shawn Kemp. Because when Shawn Kemp was a rookie, Larry Bird gave him a welcome to the league moment that he'll never forget.
Man, my ass got busted real early, man. I came into the league, man, I was invited.
Youngest player in the NBA, this 6'10" forward is only 20 years old.
You know how some of them vets, man, they play you to the T, man. I got played down in Boston one night. We was playing Boston Celtics. So the great Larry Bird. Me and Larry are from the same place of Indiana. And I had a great privilege of not knowing Larry, but I played against his brother, Eddie, coming up through the ranks a little bit. I was the young guy that kind of came up through the history in Indiana and kind of broke a lot of Larry Bird's records. So Larry kind of had already known about me a little bit. When we got to Boston that morning, I knew something wasn't right. I saw an X-Man. He was limping around the court a little bit like he was sore. I figured he'd be all right,
Xavier McDaniel.
I figured he'd be all right by that time. I go to the game on the early bus. I get there. They come out on the court. They say, hey, Shawn, you starting tonight against Larry. And I was like, what the hell? For some reason, X-Man got this injury right before the game. And then he had a knee injury right before the game. Yeah, for sure. So here I am, have to face Larry Bird. Well, first of all, he asked me to jump ball. He said, "You the cat that broke all my records in high school, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He goes, "Yeah, you're the one that used to dunk my brother too, right?" Like, Eddie. And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He said, "I got something for you tonight."
Bird will take the first shot. Larry on a wing. Got it. Bird open.
Fade away.
On the baseline.
And I'm from Indiana. Larry's from Indiana. I broke a lot of his records in high school.
Did you really?
And he let me know about it the whole entire game. Absolutely.
3 on 3 the other way. Bird wants.
He's like, you ain't better scorer than me.
During the game, Shawn Kemp was guarding Larry. I mean, Larry's just like talking shit. Bernie calls a timeout. I was like, hey, what the fuck that motherfucker says, man? He was like, telling me I'm the best fucking player from Indiana and shot a 3 in my face.
Oh, my God.
Gets it back for 3. Knocks it down.
I said, what? And I was like, oh, shit. That damn Larry Legend, man, he's a motherfucker, man.
X-Man told a story on Tim Thomas and Scoop Beats podcast about Larry Bird talking shit to you, saying, I'm the best motherfucker from Indiana, and put a 3 into my balls. That's true?
It is very true, man. Larry, hey, man, first of all, we got to Boston that night. He had some knee pain. I was like, it's a hell of a time for you to come up with a knee pain. He all right going tonight. You got it.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
Yeah, then I look at the boy, Shawn Kemp, Larry Bird. I'm like,
what year was this for you?
This was my first year.
Oh, okay.
And that morning they came out with a USA Today article, and they said that Larry didn't have it no more. So he came out that night to make a statement, and I was just the prime candidate to be Before the game, he told me, he was like, he just shook his head at me. He said, man, it's going to be a fucked up night for you.
Larry got free. Knocked down 2. Bird sneaking up the floor. Squares up.
Well, he's got the stroke back today.
He sure does.
So what did he put up?
I think he gave me, I think he gave me 46 and 3.
What'd you do?
Man, I hadn't found out, but I was on his ass. I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I was on. He was actually calling out bank shots. So every shot he was calling, at the defensive end, he would tell me, he was like, when I get down to the other end, I'm gonna pump fake you, get an and one on you. look at you, go off the glass.
Oh my
That's
God.
how cold
Ain't
Larry
nobody
Bird is.
talking like that in this era, bro. Come on, bro. And then backing it up. Westbrook, the closest I could think about. That's one of the best trash talkers of our era. Westbrook. And Melo a little bit. Melo.
Bird flashing through. Tough shot. Knocks it down. 25.
They were right on his shooting hand that time.
Bird for three, and he got it outside with 5 on the shot clock. Over tonight than any other game this year, as Bird is now at 34 and counting.
He would say, next time, bank shot left side. I'm going to pump fake you. Your dumb ass going to go for it.
He would tell you that, and it happened.
And I said, first of all, I'm going to be so close to you. If you shoot the ball next time, I'm going to try to rip your fucking arm off your shot. Man, I was to the point of like, look, I'm going to foul him so hard that he's basically going to take his will. He started shooting the ball with his left hand, man. I was trying to foul his right arm. He was shooting with his left hand, banking it off on me, looking at me, still slapping me on my butt and everything, man, telling me everything.
That's sad.
What you think he did, man? A quick pump fake, dog, and you go for that shit here.
Got you.
Man, come on, man.
A lot of these I'm not saying nothing to. We already, like, if y'all watch the channel, we seen a lot of this. Like, a lot of them talking about the stories. So this is like they got a little bit of different parts on it, but for the most part, it's some of it is the same talks we already heard.
Larry, little runner, goes off the glass.
Oh, boy. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
38 for Bird. Bird again for 2.
And then Larry, he actually invited me to his house that summer after the game, man. He told me, he said, you come to the house and shoot around with me. This summer I'll show you how to shoot the ball, young fella.
Larry Legend.
Straight up.
Bird on the 20-year-old Kemp. Takes a fall away. Oh, he's got 40.
Larry Bird torched everybody on the Seattle Sonics for years, and he did it trash talking every step of the way.
Bird hits the hook. What a shot by Larry Bird.
So when Gary Payton, who is one of the greatest trash talkers of all time, says that Larry Bird is an even greater trash talker than him, you better listen and realize just how great Larry Bird is.
And Gary Payton, bro, like, I seen a video of him years ago, bro, about what they were saying about that boy. That boy was a monster, bro. Like, psychology, like, come on, bro. Like, head-wise, getting in your head, bro. Like, he threw a lot of people off their games, bro, I heard in the 90s, bro. In the late 80s, bro. Like, I heard he was really like that, bro.
Talk shit like we talk. Let me tell y'all something. Bird used to tell me, look here, man. I'm gonna go shoot this motherfucking jumper in your face right there in that corner. And it's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and bust your head open. All that shit. He was the coldest dude I ever seen with that shit, man. Everybody be talking about these greats. They don't be always mentioning him. He was the shit. Yeah. The shit, man. He'll give it to you any way he wanted to. Any way he wanted to. Larry Bird was cold. Cold dude, man. Real cold. And I said, shit, I ain't gonna mess with you no more.
I watched and I thought to
W video,
we
y'all.
need to be honest with
W video.
Larry Bird. These top 10 convos.
See, low pop back up. Low ass. He funny as hell. But that was a W video, man. Shout out to bro again. What's his shit? Prime Larry Bird. Y'all go rock out with him. That's the end of the video though, man. I'm gonna see y'all boys.